Welcome back to today's classes. In the last episode, we discussed about the basic concepts of Python programming. Today we are going to learn the variables used in Python, the notion of a variable, the L value, R value concepts and all. So these two topics will be covered in this video. So please watch till the end of the episode. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the classes. The next topic to be covered is the notion of a variable. Before going to the Python variable, we can check what is a variable. Variable is actually a storage space or a storage box. In memory, we have a lot of storage spaces. So variable is declared to keep a value, to store a data. So variable is a storage box linked to a memory space. So when we are declaring a variable, we can assign or store a value inside that variable, and this variable will be linked to the memory space. For example, I have written x is a variable storing or holding the data value 1. So in the memory space, a space for the variable x will be created and it will be named as x, and inside that memory the data value stored will be integer 1. So likewise we can say variable is a storage box which is keeping a value, data value or a memory space. It is accepting to keep a data value. Okay. So what is a Python variable? So for declaring a Python variable, we doesn't need to have any command to declare a variable. And it will be declared at the moment when the value is first assigned. It means it is not necessary. In other languages, before we are coding or writing at the start of the program itself, we will be allocating variables or memory spaces for assigning data values. In Python programming language, it is not at all necessary to create a variable or declare a variable at the beginning of the code. Whenever we are finding the requirement of a variable or a requirement of a variable to store a data value, at the moment itself we can declare a variable, and when the value is first assigned, the variable will be declared. So variable here in this Python, this variable will be found as a tag or a name tied to some value. See here, x is pointing to some value 1, right? So 1 will be holding the variable name x, a new value assigned. When a new value is assigned to the variable, the old value becomes unreferenced value, or the garbage collector will remove it. It means if x is now holding the data value 1, so when we have to change the value variable name to some another value, when we have to change the variable value to some another value, x is equal to 2, the old value 1 will be found as an unreferenced value, and it will be automatically removed by the garbage collector. And if you have to change the variable name, or if we are writing as int y equal to x was before assigned as x is equal to 1, right? Here now we are, while coming into the program, we will be writing int y equal to x. That means x and y will be pointing to the same data value 1. See here, in Python, variable is assigned as a tag or a name that we have already discussed. So if we are writing the value of x is taken by some another variable y, so these two variables will be pointing to the data value 1. See, it is clear in the diagram. It is clear in this picture, right? X and y, both variable names are pointing to the value 1. Okay. Next, variables do not need to be declared with any particular type. That means data types. In last class, we discussed about 3 data types, right? Int, float and string values. Here, while we are declaring the variable, it is not at all necessary to keep a data type. That means integer x equal to 1. Not necessary. If we are writing x is equal to 1 also, Python program will accept it as an integer value. Defaultly, it will be accepting as an integer value. So, there is no need to declare with any particular type and can be changed after they have been set. If one variable is declared as an integer value, it can also be changed to some string or float value or anything we can change after declaring that variable also. So it is not necessary to declare the data type while defining a variable. Okay. For example, see here, x is equal to 5. I didn't write as integer x is equal to 5. Not necessary. Y equal to, in double quotes, we have written a name John. So while printing x, print y. That is the command statement we are writing. So the output will be 5 John. We are printing x. In x, the value 5 is there. In y, the value, data value, string value, John is kept. So the output will be, while we are printing x and printing y, the output will be 5 and John. Okay. So another example, if x is equal to 4, it is clear that x is of type int and x is in double quotes written as Sally. So x is now of type string. It is clear. And we are writing as print x. So the output will be Sally. I told, whenever required at time being, we can change the data type of x also. So now before x was 4, now it is changed to a data type string value Sally. While we are writing print x, the recent value of x will be printed as the output. So the second statement, it is clear that x is now holding the value Sally. So while we are printing x, the output will be Sally. Okay, is it clear till now? So if you have any doubts, please check into the back of the video, rewind the video and watch, then continue to the next topic. Okay. So then what do you mean by L value and R value? L value means the expression appearing on the left hand side of an assignment. When we are using assignment operators, there will be left hand side and right hand side of the assignment operator, right? So the expression appearing in the left hand side of the assignment is known as L value, and the expression appearing at the right hand side of the assignment is known as R value. For example, character buff, char buff 2, in this buff 2 is an R value. Buff 0 equal to A. It is written as buff 0 equal to A in the next example. So buff 0, left hand side of the assignment operator equal to, right? So buff 0 will be the L value and A is considered to be the R value. Likewise, n equal to 7. N is an L value, 7 is the R value. String S1 equal to A, S2 equal to B, S3 equal to C. In this, A, B, C are the R values. Some more examples we can check. String S1 is equal to string A. These temporary values are known as R values. While giving some assignment temporarily, these temporary values are also taken as R values. Then integer P equal to new int. In this, P is an L value, right? Left side of the assignment operator, and new int is an R value. Function equal to 9. A function called returning a reference is an L value. When we are calling a function and it will be having a reference value, if it is having a reference value, so it is considered to be a L value. And S1 dot size. Size is a function. S1 dot size of it is written. So otherwise that function call will be R value. Before function call is returning a value 9, right? So it has a reference value. So the function will be considered as an L value, and no return value or reference value, the function call is considered to be an R value. Keeping all these in mind, this will be eliminating bugs. This L value and R value concepts, if you are thorough with these concepts while writing or coding your program, you will be eliminating bugs if the concept is clear to you. So if the equal to operator is used in alternately for the double equal to operator, it can reverse the order of an equality operation, placing the R value on the left side. For example, check it out. If 0 equal to x, if you are writing as 0
equal to x in a conditional statement instead of x equal to 0, when placing the r value on the left side, we are placing the r value on the left side, mistyping that double equal to operator as equal to operator, it will be triggering a compilation error. That means the conditional statement actually we have to write is if x equal to 0. But unfortunately, we have written it as, or we have thought it as 0 equal to x. And again, there occurred a mistyping and we forgot to type the double equal to operator symbol and we just written as equal to operator. It will trigger a compilation error if 0 equal to x. So the error will be coming as, or the bug, while eliminating the bug, the syntax error will be shown as L value required. That means the R value is kept in the left side and we mistyped the equal to operator falsely as double equal to, we didn't write double equal to twice, double equal to, instead we have written equal to only. It will form a compilation error and the error will be shown as L value required. So if you are clear with this L value and R value concepts, it will be helping in eliminating bugs while writing your programs. Okay. So this is the concept of variables used in Python and the L value and R value concepts in while writing a variable, while assigning an operator. The expression used in left hand side is called L value and the expression used in the right hand side of the operator is called as R value. If these concepts are thorough with you, you will be able to write the program without much bugs or errors. Okay. The next topics will be covered in the next episode. So wait for the next classes. Okay. Thank you so much.
So I hope you enjoyed today's classes, and if you have any doubts, please ask in the comment box. I will clear it to you. So wait for the next episode. Thank you so much. Stay tuned to Afia's Tech Talk.